Malika Clinkscales, Associate Vice President of Partner Success for InsideTrack.
I'm Julian Thompson, Director of Strategy for UNCF's Institute for Capacity Building.
Working with UNCF has always felt like family. That mission alignment, those core values around equity and believing in social mobility and believing that each learner deserves that opportunity to be educated, but not just educated with a credential, but that has a future that is befitting their goals and that allows them to live in a better way. We fundamentally believe that as organizations, and we see that as the work when we look at our agenda. And that, I think, is something that is just really special.
For us, partnering with InsideTrack was really an opportunity to understand the integral role that coaching can play in a student success initiative. HBCUs for a long time have been known for being high touch, right? To have faculty and staff members who engage with students in a way that come to understand who they are, what their aspirations and potential are. But because HBCUs are oftentimes so stretched, we don't have a way to systematize those learnings to make sure that those learnings are embedded in how an institution operates and can be repeated. And so when we started to hear about the way that you all have, in an evidence-based way, think about how coaching is a core part of how an institution functions, it was like, aha, we've got a lot to learn from our friends at InsideTrack. And so I think that probably made our discovery conversations a little bit longer than they otherwise would have been. But I think from the UNCF side, we really appreciated being on the learning journey with you all.
Absolutely. I think it's been successful because of a triad. It's been the institutions that we're working with that are providing the learner, but being engaged in the responsiveness to UNCF and InsideTrack. It's InsideTrack providing its coaching methodology and best practices around enrollment management, and then it's UNCF really being the bridge between the partner institution and InsideTrack and bringing its rich history and commitment to HBCUs to the table. And none of it works without the other. And for many reasons, InsideTrack has been proud of our ability to work with everyone because our model is centered on the learner. But UNCF has pushed us to also explain and show how we can work with this population and understanding the need to be inclusive in a model, but also be very specific to say, we understand this culture, we understand this student's needs, we understand their background, and therefore push all of our internal resources to reflect that and do so accordingly. And so I think that's been a powerful learning. UNCF never questioned us, but they pushed us to figure out, how do you make that relevant for the students that we care about and want to work with? And that, I think, has made us better for having that strong push.
We're an organization that's in the trenches. And what I mean by that is we dive in and really try to make sure that we have all bases covered and that we're being as thoughtful as we can about what's needed for our institutions, because they need us to be that engaged, to be responsive. And so I've just been really thankful for you and for your team because of how flexible you are, about how thoughtful you are, about how we can continue to move things forward as we look long term. It's really been seamless, and that for me has created an ease in our relationship that's been really special.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.